Okay, guys, I filmed this like 5 seconds ago and it had zero sound. So I don't know what happened. So, anyways, welcome back to my channel. I have a story time for you guys. So, if you're not sitting down already, have a seat, get comfortable because this is a long one. The reason why I'm even bringing this up is because it was brought up in a conversation and the person has the nerve to try to sit here and resurface like a freaking turd that doesn't want to flush down the toilet. One of those situations. But anyways, so let's get started. So anyways, I have been friends with this female, older female, for ions of ages when I used to live in Puerto Rico. And this person has always, we kept in touch here and there because I know her daughter and I know her son, I know her family. And I literally was like, I want to go to Puerto Rico, and I'm probably going to visit my other family. And she's like, no, come to Puerto Rico, we'll hang out, we'll go out, we'll do whatever it is that you want to do. Let's go take pictures. Let's do like old times, because we used to party when I lived out there. And so I was like, all right, bet, let's do it. So anyway, I finally booked the trip to go to Puerto Rico because she kept inviting me, telling me that I could stay at her house. So I finally book it. I get there and I hand her $50 just to pick me up in the airport. Mind you, I know I'm saving money by not getting a hotel and stuff. So I figured, let me just give her gas money, pay for whatever she wants, and, give her money while I'm here because I'm saving a ton of money by not getting a hotel and not getting a rental. So anyway, so we get to her house. It's kind of raining. Someone had dropped a tequila bottle on my toe like a few days before me leaving, and I should have took that as a red flag to not go on this trip and to postpone it or not go at all. And I was like, no, I'm not going to let it mess up my birthday because I was going for my birthday. And I was like, I'm still going to go. So let's forward it. So I go to her house. We get there. She says, let's go to the grocery store so we can buy you some things that you want to buy to eat. It's like, cool. So we go. She says, I know your foot's swollen, so you probably want to stay in today. It's drizzling, so let's just catch up, drink some coffee, whatever. So I was like, that's fine. I'm here for 2 weeks. We're cool. So then we planned out what we're going to do for the next day. So she was like, we can go. I could take you to do your pictures. We could do like pictures on the beach, bring your outfits. What are you going to bring? And I'm like excited about everything. I'm like, when are we going to go out? I want to listen to music. Quiero bailar salsa. I want to dance. I want to feel the vibe of Puerto Rico because I miss it because I live in LA and we don't have that vibe here. So, so that's how it was. That was day one. Day two, I pack up all the stuff that I want to take with me to do my pics. And I'm telling her, like, where should we go to take these pics in particular outfits. And we took about 3 different outfits, pics. It took an hour and a half. And mind you, we went super early in the morning because it gets extremely hot. And by 11:30 a.m., we were done. She was like, all right, I think you got enough pictures. And I was like, I think so too. I'm done. So then I'm like, so where do you want to go now? Like, what are we going to do? And then she's like, oh, I'm done for the day. And I'm like, yeah, but what do you want to do? Like, where do you want to go? Like, do you want to go out? Do you want to get some breakfast? Whatever. She's like, no, I'm going home. We're going home. And we're not going anywhere. And I was like, who's we? Does she speak French? They speak French in Puerto Rico now? Who's we? So I said to her, oh, okay, well, if you want to stay home, that's fine. I'll just get a taxi or Uber or whatever down to the locals and I'll hang out by the beach with some music, vibes. I don't drink, but people will be drinking and I'll just hang with the locals. She goes, no, you're not. You're not going anywhere. You're not leaving. She was like, we don't do Ubers and taxis here. Mind you, I lived in Puerto Rico and everywhere you go, they have Ubers and taxis. Like, what are you talking about, right? She's like, you're not leaving. You're staying here. She was like, we'll do something tomorrow. And I was like, if I want to go somewhere and do something, I'll do it. I don't need your permission. And she's like, well, I'm telling you now, you're not going anywhere. Me at that point, I should have punched her, but I didn't because I was like, anyways, even just talking about it kind of raises my blood pressure because it's so disrespectful. And that was only on day 2. So moving along, I ended up, her brother ends up coming through because I haven't seen him in years. So he came to see La Gringa because if you don't still live there or whatever, they call you white girl. So La Gringa, which is far from La Gringa, but whatever you want to call it, right? So he comes over. So I was like, all right, cool. We're entertained, whatever. and they bring over a cousin from Florida that had just recently moved to Puerto Rico too. So we're all vibing it out. She's cooking. We're having a good time, good conversation. I was like, okay, it's fine. We didn't have to go anywhere today. Next day comes. She's like, so what did you want to do today? I was like, well, I want to go to the beach. I want to tan. And I just want to be with the locals. And I just want to enjoy myself and be at peace. So she's like, fine, I'll take you. So she takes me to the beach. She finds a spot because she's more morenita. She's more tan than me. Obviously, she lives there all day, all her life. So guess what? She's darker than me, so she doesn't care to get a tan. I am a sun baby girl, you know? So I go to put the towel under the sun, and she's like, oh, you're going to go over there and you're not going to sit and lay with me? And I was like, lay with you? She's like, yeah, at least sit under here with me. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I didn't come here to get shade. I came here to get sun. So I ignore her. I start laying out by myself, and she's talking crap about me to all the locals at the beach. So she talked so much crap about me. I don't exactly know everything she was saying, but she was just talking so much crap that one of the people that she was talking crap to literally came to me and said, who's that girl that you're with? And I was like, an old friend. She said, that's not your friend. She's talking a lot of crap about you. She's talking about your bathing suit. She's talking about your body. She's talking about where you came from, who you are, da-da-da-da, and she's talking crap about you this whole time that you're laying here. So I was like, oh, okay, but she won't say it to my face, so it is what it is. I don't care. I'm only here on vacation. I don't care. And they were like, yeah, well, if I was you, I'd revise who you call friend because she's not your friend. So I was like, all right, I'll keep that in mind. I already knew that yesterday. Took me all these years, but I realized it yesterday after being around her for the first time in years. So that's what happened. So I'm at the beach, I'm hanging out. I ended up hanging out with people that were on, visiting as well, and locals, and I was having a blast. Then she finally decides to get into the water with all of us. And this girl had literal boogies in her nose, right? It happens, we're human. And I told the girl, I was like, and she was one of the girls that was around when she was talking crap about me. She doesn't know that I know. And I said to her, I was like, hey, so I think you have seaweed or something on your nose to lighten up the load. So it's not like, hey, you have a boogie. And I tell her, and this woman that I called a friend is like, stop telling her. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, stop telling her she has boogies in her nose. And I was like, girl, please get out of my face. So I was like, hey, you have something in your nose, and get it out. So she got it out. My friend, I'm gonna call her friend from now, the hater was like, oh, we don't do that around here. You telling people they have boogies in her nose. You don't have no purpose to be telling people what they have in her nose. Who cares if she has something in her nose or her teeth or mouth? You don't tell that to people because they get offended. I was like, I don't care. I would rather someone tell me than for me to walk around for 8 hours with something in my mouth or in my nose and nobody tells me anything. That's how I am, because I'm a very straight up honest person, right? She got so mad and she started talking crap about me in front of in the ocean with everybody. So she's like, oh, this girl here, she comes from LA, and this girl, she comes here from LA, and she used to live here, and just talking crap. I can go on and on of all this stuff she was talking about. And she's like, we call her a gringa, what she said some crazy stuff. Hold on. So the people that, since she was talking so much crap, people said, who are you staying with? And I said, I'm staying with her. And they were like, how long are you staying here for? And I was like, I'm staying for 2 weeks. And then she was like, yeah, she's staying here because she doesn't want to stay with her family. And it wasn't that I didn't want to stay with my family. I just wanted to have a good time with my so-called associated friend. So they were like, why not? I said, yeah, how it is with family. After you stay with them for 3 days, you start to stink. She goes, how dare you say you start to stink? You're staying at my house, and now you're offending me by saying that you stink, that I told you stink, like I don't want you at my house. I'm the one who invited you to my house. Anyways, my time is almost at 10, so stay tuned for part 2.